What is up, guys, and welcome to F1 Mobile Racing. That's right, I've returned to this game after quite a long time. I think it was probably almost about 2 years ago since I last played this game. I think it was definitely the 2021 season, so I'm expecting that hopefully quite a lot has changed since we last played. And first of all, I can't seem to adjust the controls, which is not great. So I then later realised that I stupidly still had it set on steering wheel instead of tilt device, which is why I was struggling to steer. So yeah, that was a bit painful, especially in this duel that I'm doing with Logan Sargent. Obviously, I had to re-download the game. It hadn't saved any of my progress from before, so it took quite a lot of getting used to. First thing I will say is, apart from me completely not knowing how to drive a car with these controls, is that the acceleration in this game is just ridiculous. Like, it doesn't... There is literally no acceleration. Like, you get to the end of the Wellington Straight, of the Hangar Straight at Silverstone, you're still only in, like, 5th or 6th gear. Like, the acceleration just doesn't exist in this game at all. It's like, you thought monoposto acceleration was slow. You should play this game because it's absolutely horrific. I don't know if that's still... I seem to remember it was quite bad in the past, to be fair, but I think that might have something to do with the fact that you need to upgrade your car and it kind of encourages you to play the game a bit more so that you get fast. Although, as you'll later see with the duels that I show you guys, and hopefully we'll take a look at career mode as well, that, you know, just because you have a slow car doesn't necessarily mean that you as a driver is slow, and I hopefully try to prove that. So yeah, this is basically the first duel that I'm doing around Silverstone with Logan Sargent. It wasn't that great. I was still getting used to the controls. The steer sensitivity was a bit weird as well, and I think, to be honest, I preferred the racing line not being on the straights, because it was just distracting when I was, like, say, trying to overtake Verstappen there. I should have probably pulled out the toe a little bit sooner. But I guess it doesn't really matter. I was just using the default player car for that. You can see 2:01 lap at Silverstone. That's like MotoGP kind of thing. So, yeah. Moving on now. This was my customized car that I did. Now, to be honest, I know you might be thinking that's disgusting and it's loads of colours that don't fit well together. But I can't lie, I actually really like that. I think it looks super smart. It's super original. And it's lots of big, bright, bold colours. And it's kind of a little bit like the colours of my channel. If you kind of look at my channel logo and the channel branding, there's a bit of, like, kind of bluey grey, yellow, red. So I guess that's what we could kind of say. It's a little bit like my own team colours, as I'm now just doing a duel around Austria. And again, you guys can just watch me do this duel, because you can realise even though my car was really slow, I just ended up dominating. So out to the last corner at the Red Bull Ring for a very, very convincing victory. Also, the finish line is in the wrong place. That is the start line, not the finish line. EA, Codemasters, whoever's in charge of this game these days, I'm not even sure. I can't keep up. They need to fix it. But there you go, a 1:23 around Austria. Like, that's like nearly 20 seconds slower than what they do in real life these days. You know, like, that's how bad the acceleration is, that they just lack of top-end speed. So now I'm doing a duel with Yuki Tsunoda in the AlphaTauri, and I finally remembered that I can change my player name and number from just player to Spitfire Gaming, which of course I have done, and my race number, which is 25, as it is in Monoposto Career Mode, and just about everything else that I do. Don't ask me why it's 25, I just think it looks quite good on a car that goes round in circles. I think it looks good on a race car, basically. So it's very random. It's just a random number, but I just quite like it. So again, this is just another duel at Silverstone. Again, now I'm starting to get a bit more used to the controls. I feel like I'm able to push a little bit more, but even so, like, is there any way, do you guys know of any way you can alter the AI difficulty, or does it just get harder as you go, as you progress further into the game? Because at this point I'm still level 8, it's like still default because I've just re-downloaded it, but I'm already like 5 seconds ahead of Tsunoda. I'm just pulling away in every single corner. Like, even on this game, like, you can literally take cops still on the power. Like, you can take it completely flat. You don't even have to... Because, look, and even by this point, I'm still only in 6th gear as we come into Maggots and Beckett's. Like, this is still going to be enough to probably take this whole thing flat. So, okay, no, you still have to brake there through the exit at the final S. And then open up DRS. And let's just see what kind of gear we end up getting into by the time we get to the end of this straight. Because, look, you know, we're still only into 6th gear now. At this point, you should be reaching V max, and again, we're only just topping at 161 miles per hour. So, yeah, I don't know why the acceleration's like that. Again, I seem to remember it's something to do with the fact that they probably want you to play the game more, just upgrade your car. But anyway, we're coming out of the final corner now. This was another incredibly dominant duel at Silverstone. I'm going to win by over 12 seconds. I'm 12 seconds a lap faster than the AI, guys. Help me. This is not normal. But yeah, I couldn't seem to find a way to alter the AI difficulty at all, which was really bizarre. And now this is a grid start that I'm doing against another online player, and I will admit the fact that everyone seems to be going so slowly did make me question whether it was actually an online player or whether it was just the computer saying player. Because again, like, look at this, like, I'm only in 4th gear by this point and I'm already breezing past the AI. Like, do they just not go above 3rd gear or something? Like, why are they so slow? I've literally gone from 10th to 2nd in like a sector. It's absolutely nuts, like, honestly. So back on track. It seemed to ghost me there. I don't know why. That we're just ghosting through Alonso. And the Mercedes in front is Lewis Hamilton, who we are indeed going to catch and pass as we come up towards the penultimate corner, turn 9 and turn 10. This is one of my favourite corners in F1. It's so fun if you get it right, which I didn't there, admittedly. Then again, it doesn't really matter because we're going to win this duel anyway. And now I've finally unlocked career mode. A few duels later. Again, I'm not going to screen record every duel because it's pretty much just the same. You get like grid starts, you get qualifying, you get 1v1, that kind of thing. So, and now I've signed a contract with Williams. My teammate is Alex Albon, as you've seen. And this is new. This is the bit that I've never tried before. So we're going to go straight into Imola that it's chosen. And in qualifying, I was 3 seconds slower. But again, like, how has the AI jumped so suddenly? Like, I was expecting it to be the same difficulty, and also the fact that I'm doing a 133 round Imola shows how bad the acceleration of this car is. Anyway, the starts, like, how do you get a good start on this game? Please help me, because, like, I let go of the clutch and then put my toe down, so to speak, and then I just get absolutely dropped off the 5 red lights. So please help me. If anyone is experienced at this game, if I ever return to this game in the future, to be honest, I'm not sure I will. I didn't particularly enjoy it. I got a bit bored after a while. So I'm unlikely. And then, like, look at this. You know, I'm trying to accelerate. You literally can't get past the AI. They're absolutely terrible. And then I just send a dive bomb in here. And then, you know, like, that's 3 places gained. And they're all just going to start battling. And I seem to have such good straight line speed as well, coming down the pit straight. Like, look at all this. I'm probably about to overtake all of these guys. Albon, Magnussen, Hulkenberg. There's a Ferrari up there. There's Ocon. And now watch this. Like, you know, I tried to kind of go either way, and Ocon almost seemed to block me off, and then I get a penalty for contact. It's weird, and I don't like it. And then I tried to go past Hulkenberg there. He kind of shuts the door on me, and I just get completely spat out and sent into the gravel, and now I'm right back to square one. So yeah, the AI are absolutely appalling in career mode. I wouldn't recommend, to be honest. I would much rather stick to Monoposto, where good old Marco has made that by far the best, you know, racing game on mobile. Like, it's simple as Monoposto is the best mobile racing game these days. It's probably, honestly, I would almost rather play Monoposto than spend 30 quid on, like, you know, that Codemasters rubbish that has so many bugs that it just gets copy and pasted every day. You know, like, it's genuinely a good game. There's so many settings and mods that you can put in there. Whereas, you know, you just see people raging about F1 23 and how rubbish the game is and how filled with bugs it is. Don't get me wrong, it looks amazing, but, you know, I to be honest, I just don't see the point. Like, really, it's just a bit of a waste of time. Anyway, this is basically we're going on to the final lap at Imola. That's a superb exit out of the last corner. This is going to be easy money to get past Nick de Vries, which I'm going to do, but unfortunately, because of the fact that I'm not capable of getting a good start on this game, and then I got screwed over by Hulkenberg and Ocon, that means I'm probably only going to finish in P19 in this race. So I'll leave you guys to enjoy this final lap of Imola uncut on F1 Mobile. So there we go, guys. That has been me returning to F1 Mobile Racing. It looks like Fernando Alonso has won the race, so it would be amazing to see that happen. I don't think it's going to happen this year. Aston Martin have just been completely outdeveloped and left for dust as it stands. I know everyone thought they were going to be amazing at the start of the year, but they've really faded the last few races in real life. Back on topic, I did get past Tsunoda after a pretty solid final lap. I tried to push the limits as much as I could. Would I recommend this game? To be honest, no. You're much better off playing Monoposto, or maybe that's just me being biased. I hope you enjoyed the video nonetheless. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. See you next time.